Hi, this is Brian Weatherden, the founder of GuaranteedIncomeForLife.ca and the author of A Lifetime of Wealth and How Not to Lose It. And here, thank you for joining me. We're talking about exit strategies for business, probably for your business, or maybe you're thinking of someone whom you're serving as an advisor or someone in your family, but this is exit strategies for a business. Maybe it's for a family business. But you know, here's the thing. Death and delay are not strategies for exiting a business. They are the strategies that many people try to use, but they're messy and they don't work all that well. Consider the fact that about 70% of smaller businesses, small to mid-sized businesses, are going to be sold off or disposed of by their owner in the next 10 years. Many of them in the next 5 years. And yet many of the people who are owning these businesses have not yet done anything about developing their exit strategies from their business. So where does this put you? And that's why I'm raising this question. That's why I'm sharing this kind of information on the website, in the book, also in some blogging here and there, and in this video, that you can hear this by podcast or video and engage with what you want to do and what your team needs to do in order to support your exit, a successful sale, or a successful succession or transition of your business. Maybe you're going to sell it to outsiders. Maybe it's going to be a transition to your executive staff or a general manager or, along that line. Maybe you have one or more of your children involved in your business and you're thinking through, what does this succession need to look like? Now, have you set up proper mentoring and given responsibility to that next generation so that they can start to pick up from you to survive and succeed you effectively? You must know it's hard living underneath the shadow of a parent. Whether at home or in a business, same thing. Many times it's very much the same thing. So the blockages, the delays, the emotional triggers or baggage or other factors that can creep in oftentimes make it easier to just say, look, I'm not prepared to deal with this right now. I'm busy. I'm looking at this year's operations. Here's where I want to be in 2 years' time. And yes, I want to sell in the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, within 10 years. I want to be out of here. Here's what I need. In other areas, you and I talk about and look at, well, what's the life you want after you sell this business, after you exit, and that's a different subject. And so you can find out more on the website, in the book, engage me separately with that, or be speaking with someone professionally about it. But exit strategies for your business are vital. So we could look at the tough side. We could think about Tom, who said, well, I want this much from my business. And I said, why do you want that much? And he said, well, because to pay off existing debt, to do other things, to get the life I want, here is the amount I want from my business. And we set up a strategy whereby his target price for his business could be lower and still absolutely secure the lifestyle that he wanted. And then there was Frank and Gino. And this was brought to my attention through their controller, who said, well, this business is for sale, but it's never going to sell. I said, why is it never going to sell? He said, because they want way too much for their business. I said, who else might engage with this? And he said, well, there is a general manager might want to take a stab at this business. Currently, he's not working too hard because he doesn't want to make that job harder on himself. And ultimately, what we did was we brought in an additional source of funding at a different timing that could give Frank and Gino the pride, the pat on the back, of getting the price they wanted for their business while giving the general manager control of that business so he could move forward with it and build it and frankly sustain the employees and staff and the contribution of that business to the community, growing stronger and stronger through the years ahead. Now, on the positive side, let's look at something else. Beth is someone who sold her business for $3 million, but she was really looking at seeding a new generation of another business that was being built by one of her children. So she had a few issues here. A, she needs enough money to support all of her life dreams for the rest of her living. You could refer to our other program on visioning your retirement, because she went through that, she did that, so she knew that $2 million would easily secure what she needed for the rest of her living. and her vision for her future. Okay, but 1 million would support the seeding of a new business that her family was engaging in. Not just giving the money, but she's also mentoring and supporting the skills development and ensuring the proper advisory team around this new seeded business in her family. As well as that, she has 2 other children not involved in that seeded business. From the 2 million, she also was able to ensure, it doesn't have to be equal, but it can be fair, the fairness of her estate planning and ultimately the trusts. So if we look at the stewardship team around Beth's planning, accounting firm and their advice and guidance, we see the business attorneys, we see the estate lawyer, and these 4 plus her family, so we have, in addition to Beth, we have 5 sides to the stewardship team that is supporting her exit strategies and her thrilling push into the future for her lifestyle, her 1 child's business, the other 2 children's development, ultimately the fairness of the estate planning and trust planning for the whole family, and Beth's philanthropy. Well, this is enough for today, so let's put this as estate planning for a business, estate planning for your business. This is Brian Weatherden from guaranteedincomeforlife.ca, also the author of the book where you'll find a lot more, also A Lifetime of Wealth and How Not to Lose It. If you haven't seen it up to now, I hope you get it. Get it on Amazon or on Kindle, and get an extra copy, give it away to a friend, because you're going to find it very useful. In addition to this, we have other content that I continually update on the website and through other forms of blogging or writing that I offer. So if you will let me know, how does this impact you? And I want to know that your team and you, your family, you're engaging your future, you're moving forward, you're addressing the exit strategies for your business to achieve the total success as you see it. And if I could be of further help, do reach me. Thank you very much.